who would jeopardize American justice. Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP on February 9, 2022, in the case of Pacific Alliance Group, PAX, pestering Mr. Guo Wengui to presiding judge of New York State Superior Court, Ostrager, hold Mr. Guo in contempt of court and concealed assets and rule that Mr. Guo must pay $134 million to PAX within 5 days or to be arrested. Subsequently, the property trustee of Mr. Guo Wengui's bankruptcy case was suddenly replaced, setting off a storm in various fields across the United States. Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP, John Stays, and Paul Hastings has gradually surfaced and entered the public eye. Judge Ostrager's legal career has been practiced in the well-known Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP for a long time. In 1980, he became a senior partner of Simpson Thacher. From 1999 to 2011, he served as the chairman of the corporate litigation department and served as frontline trial and appellate litigator. After 2012, he left Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP and began to serve as judicial assistant in Southern District of New York. In June 2015, he was appointed by the governor as judge of New York State Court of Claims. Later, he served as acting commercial judge of New York State Superior Court. In June 2017, he was appointed as a commercial judge of New York State Superior Court. Simpson Thacher & Bartlett LLP is a well-known American law firm with total revenue of US $2.224 billion in 2021, ranking 19th among the highest-paid law firms in the world, 13th in 2022 American Lawyers Top 200 Law Firms. According to Baidu.com, Simpson's lawyer has been involved in some of the most important privatization and security insurance projects of a leading Chinese company, including PetroChina, China Mobile Hong Kong Company, Bank of China Hong Kong Company, China Telecom, China Bank of Communication, Bank of China, and the Ping An Insurance of China, etc. Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP also participated in the IPO of Suntech Power Holding Limited on the New York Stock Exchange and IPO of Chinese medical technology company and 51 jobs on Nasdaq. Since 2007, Simpson Thacher & Bartlett LLP law offices has established an office in Beijing and had been a long-time guest of Chinese Communist government for the acquisition, merger, and listing of large state-owned enterprises. Blackstone Group Blackstone is its long-term customer, and the agency business is tens of billions of dollars at every turn. In April, a Reuters report revealed the tip of the iceberg. In the past 13 months, Simpson Thacher & Bartlett LLP is in processing completing its 17th acquisition transaction for long-time client Blackstone Group, a third of which was Blackstone $12.8 billion acquisition of student housing developer American Campus Communities. Blackstone legal team is led by Simpson LLP New York M&A partner Brian Stella and Matt Rogers, and real estate partner Eric Portford and Daniel Jackson. In March 2020, the first presiding judge, Ostrager, chose to rescue himself in the trial of attendant class in the town of Stuyvesant, New York, suing the Blackstone Group. Judge Ostrager said in his long career as a lawyer, he had done a lot of work on behalf of Blackstone Group, one of the Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP largest client, and the Judge Ostrager pension would at least that partly due to the company's significant revenue from Blackstone. Bob Friedman, Chief Legal Officer of Blackstone Group, was also a former partner of Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP, which can be said to be Blackstone Royal law firm, and the two sides cooperate very closely. The interesting relationship between Judge Ostrager and Blackstone also clearly has a conflict of interest with PAX, with Mr. Guo Wengui. In February 2018, PAG, the parent company of Pax, went public in Hong Kong to initiate an offering. In its share purchase agreement, Pax's LP, a subsidiary of Blackstone, signed an agreement with PAG and the PACL, Pacific Alliance China Real Estate Fund, to purchase the company at a total consideration of $400 million, 19.99% economic interest. Pax's LP holds a 17.6% equity interest in the company upon completion of share purchase agreement. In March 2018, Blackstone announced that PAG would receive a strategic minority investment from the Blackstone Fund. On March 26, 2022, PAG submitted a prospectus with a proposed value of Hong Kong dollar 40 billion, once again making it clear that Blackstone is an important shareholder, holding 19.99% of share of PAG. Pax, a subsidiary of Pacific Alliance Group, PAG, whose chairman Shan Beijian is recognized as the head of CCP Overseas Economic Espionage, and Mr. Guo Wengui is recognized as the first person to take down the CCP in the world. In the case of Pax entanglement vs. Mr. Guo, since Blackstone Group has become a stakeholder of Pax, there's also a significant conflict of interest between Blackstone Group and Mr. Guo. In fact, Judge Ostrager has repeatedly avoided due process clauses in judicial practice, and as a seasoned judge of New York Superior Court, he has chosen to rescue himself from the Blackstone case. Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP of Simpson law firm has frequently personnel exchange with the judicial community in the United States. Some member of judicial community join Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP as partner after leaving office, and some become judge and prosecutor in important department after leaving the law firm, except for the Judge Ostrager. On September 2, 2014, Jeffrey Knox, the attorney for the Department of Justice Criminal Fraud Division, announced that he had joined Simpson Thacher and Bartlett LLP as a partner. On April 7, 2016, Mary Kay Viscazzo, a senior litigation partner of Simpson Law Firm in New York, was appointed as a bankruptcy judge of Southern District Court of New York. Mary Kay Viscazzo has been practicing at Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP for 33 years. On August 10, 2018, Brooke Cuccinella, assistant attorney for the Southern District of New York, joined Simpson Thacher and Bartlett LLP as a litigation partner. On June 16, 2021, Martin Bell, a long-term assistant attorney for the Southern District of New York, announced that he will join Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP in July as a partner in its litigation department. Obviously, the CCP has delivered a huge economic benefit to Simpson Thacher Bartlett LLP, and this benefit has been delivered to the high-level political and judicial circle in the United States through various Wall Street companies and financial organizations in an explicit or implicit way, who is endangering justice in the United States.